chat. I had a piece of chicken in my throat, but I'm okay now. Hello. Hello, everyone. Me. I'm here. I made it. Don't panic. Some technological issues, but other than that, I think they've been resolved, so they're no longer an issue. Back with Yakuza 4 today, which I'm very excited about. I believe that this may very well be the end of Taiga Saijima's story for us, since we're in Chapter 4, and these things happen in 4 chapters. So that'll be fun. We'll see how all this turns out. We've been making some really good progress. If I recall correctly, we've gotten the information Saijima wanted from the florist, and now we just need to head back up to the surface to head back to the hideout. I don't recall why, but we do need to do that. I believe we need to go have a little chat with Majima and why he went and fucked everything up for Saijima way back when. Other than that, I can't think of much else that needs saying, so let's switch you guys over, because I actually remembered to move over to the game. Remember, this intense music is playing now. We're a bit of a ways off from our next level, but I do definitely want that last level. That will probably be wrapping up at least 1 or 2 more sub-stories. So, the other Coliseum. Oh. Hey. The Coliseum's open. Let's actually give let's give it a shot. I don't remember how good the Coliseum is in this game. Fighting a match. Not be able to use any weapons or defensive gear. There's these two. I don't know why it's an image of Kiryu. We're not Kiryu. Let's do bombs. Roped ring. I can fly into them. Let's do... Oh, these are tag matches, I remember, yeah. So, you can come into this with another person, and it's usually not a good idea, because the random partners you get kind of suck, but we will... there may be a different way to get partners. Let's do the Breakout GP. I don't think we ever did the arena as Akiyama, because he never had access to it. So we do have it for Saijima. And obviously we're not really good at it. A little out of it. Oh boy. I've been playing through Yakuza 6 to prepare for the Legend playthrough, and it has thrown me off big time. Going back to these older games, these remasters. Wow, there's a lot of... These gates have a lot of health. Get out there! Or just eat action. It's fine. Either way, 1 round down. I do not remember much about this Coliseum. So I can't talk about it as much as the other ones. Other than there are some weird entries like Count Albert here. And this might not be worth something. This might not be something worth taking on until we have the ability we're grinding for. Because I don't remember if the rewards are any good. So I'm not sure why I did this, other than just to warm myself up. So definitely remember having the follow-up attacks for Saitama. I don't know why he's not doing that. Unless I'm thinking of Yakuza 5. I did just get out of playing a lot of that. That game is pretty good. That's one of the longer ones, I think. Not that this game is by any means short. We're still only about halfway through. And that's about, because we're not even at that point yet. Mike Bearheart. Hello. It's showtime! Open the game! That's the wrong reference. If I should find that somewhere. I know that game wasn't the greatest. These people didn't like it all that much, but wouldn't mind checking it out. A few games have been. I was talking with a friend of mine about like the state of video games. It really does feel like a lot of the big game companies are crapping the bed pretty hard, especially with how much Starfield. I mean, I guess I've heard a lot of good things about Starfield, but I've also heard a lot of really passionate bad things about it. Who knows? Oh, we're a legendary hitman. That's probably dangerous. We got 50,000. Oh hey, 2,000 experience for a 2-star course. That's not bad. I might actually try again. Let's try a higher one. Let's try the Hyper GP. The Jaun Zombinu Shibusawa, John Carter, Romeo Nishikawa, Laos Waiwat, Count Albert again, and Umataro the 7th. Nicknamed the Bloody Star. A descendant of Vlad the Impaler, representing a long line of vampires. Okay. There's some colorful characters in the Coliseum. Alright, Zombino. Ow. And throw! Hajima, you had so long to wind that up. Oh, maybe I just shouldn't go for the uppercut. It just does not seem to land the way I want it to. Ow. That hit right through my guard. There we go. Saejima, thankfully, can just tank a lot of stuff. The only problem is really getting hit stunned and getting knocked out of your combo, because Saejima has enough health that you can kind of just... you can kind of just power through stuff. Because you've got the health to spare. Oh, this guy's huge. Oh my god, he's fast. Just, some of that. Some of this. Some of this. Dude, this guy is huge. Holy shit. He is towering over Saejima. That is not an easy feat. 2, 3. And... oh, man. You get extra points if you use heat moves. So I would like to use some heat moves. But 'twas not to be then. One more. Who's this? 190 centimeters. How tall is that? Oh, it's Albert again. Let's throw like that. Hit him with this. Grab him! Oh no. Locking on just for the improved movement is a bad idea. Oh boy, never mind, he's got that roll. Got that. Never mind. We got him. We're gonna get a bunch more points just because this is a higher free anyway. Let's see. Yeah, 6,000 points. We gotta level up. 51,000 yen. Oh, never mind. We got the same amount of XP. We got a bunch more Coliseum points though. Let's actually see what we can get for those. Toughness Infinity, Torta Maximum, Stamina and Spark, Plastic Shin Guards, like crafting items, equipment, Silent Shoes, huh? Yeah, big weapons, equipment, Ornate Blade, Dragon Mail. Yeah, I don't think we're gonna need any of this stuff. It's not anything we can afford. Extra throwing strength might not be terrible for Saejima, because we do a lot of throwing. I guess... Actually, you know what? I will pick up that belt, just because we do a lot of throwing as Saejima, and it's not like he has any equipment on anyway. So we'll throw that on him. Just to give him something. Plus it gives him a single point of defense, which is still better than what he's got right now. I still don't know what to do with that diamond. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the game is just telling me that's a sell item. Got another battery to make a bomb for Master, so that he can do some explosions for mining. But that training is a little rough, and I would like to have done at least one other thing before we get on with that. And that actually does make me think that we should do things in a different order than I originally anticipated. I do think I've already screwed the progression on it a little bit. But I'll talk about that when we get there. We'll see if the story immediately starts again once we're on the surface. Gotta stay on the campsite so that we can hideout. Hey, wait, Saijima's on. Just watched you fight. It was impressive how you withstood all that pain. I was moved. Who the hell are you? Oh, sorry. My name is Sodachi. I run a dojo in the neighborhood. What do you want with me? To tell you the truth, I was hoping you could help me with something. Help you? Yes, but let's talk to my dojo. That way you can see it for yourself. It's really close by. Do you have a little time to spare? So, Yeah, we'll talk to him just so he can explain it. Fine, make it quick. So, much like Akiyama and his cabaret, this is Saijima's sort of side activity. It's weird that it doesn't get introduced until the last chapter of the story, but, you know, it's here. This ain't bad. You think so? I put all my hard-earned savings into making it this way. It's always been my dream to run my own dojo. Impressive, but there ain't no one here. That's the problem. The truth is I only have one apprentice at the moment. One? That ain't enough to wash the floor. Exactly. It's a good location, though, and there were a good number of apprentices at first. Everyone quit within days. It's really my fault because I'm no good. Yeah, the truth is I'm a terrible fighter. Never even won a single fight, not even once. Huh? How the hell do you train your apprentices? With my theory on fighting. Theory on fighting? That's right. For years I've been conducting thorough research on how to become a stronger fighter and defeat my opponents. Nobody can beat me when it comes to theory. I've come this far just by believing in my theory. As long as I follow it, I can train a great apprentice, even if I myself am weak. Turns out no apprentice will trust a weak teacher. Just a matter of time before this dojo is forced to close its doors for good. I've done my best to follow my dream of training a champion, but to no avail. Let's see. It's hard having your dreams crushed after building such a fine dojo. Yeah, that's why I've asked you to come here today, Saijima-san. Would you work with me to help train my apprentices? Me? Yeah. After seeing you fight in the underground coliseum, I knew you were the one I've been looking for. You're not only a great fighter, but you also show compassion, even to your opponents. I'm sure apprentices will look up to you. Of course, I'll support you the best I can. Please, please, Saijima-san, I can't give up now. I will help him. I'm making promises, but I'll see what I can do. Hey. Oh, Hide-chan, perfect timing. Please let me introduce you to Hideo Sugiyama-kun. Hide-chan is my dojo's one and only apprentice. This is Saijima-san. He'll be teaching here for a while. He's an amazing fighter. Oh, that's great. Nice to meet you. But you can call me Hideo. I look forward to being your student. Nice to meet you. How about we get to training right away? Rookie tournament? The hell's that? Oh, sorry. I didn't explain that yet, did I? The Coliseum holds regular tournaments that are only open to rookie fighters, with the purposes of fighting the next star. Winning the tournament will earn you recognition as a full-fledged fighter and the opportunity to enter other current tournaments in the Coliseum. Underground Coliseum fighters are the true cream of the crop. Since the rookie tournament is full of rookies who hope to become Underground Coliseum fighters someday, fights are always fierce. Didn't have that when I fought. I heard you were specially nominated. People with astounding strength and a good record are nominated and gain immediate entry. By the way, if you win the Wookiee tournament, if you win the rookie tournament, both the fighter and the dojo receive prize money. If I had that money, I'd be able to renovate this dojo up quite nicely. I get it, like killing two birds with one stone, right? Exactly. Well, that's enough explaining. Let's get to work. You'll be in charge of arranging the training menu. The menu has 4 regular slots and 1 special slot. These 5 slots equal 1 turn. I'll choose the special slot for now. You'll be in charge of selecting the regular slots. After you're done, press begin to begin training. I'm sure you'll get the hang of it once you get started. Okay, let's do it. So, this is Saijima's major side activity. Training people. It's the whole thing. Sadachi Dojo, I suppose, is a better way to put it. So, train your apprentices and have them win the tournament within 50 turns. The sooner they win, the better the prize money and the evaluation. So, this can be kind of a... Lose prize money by having your apprentice win within 15 turns. After that, the amount will start to decrease every 5 turns. Train your apprentice efficiently so they're able to win in as few turns as possible. So... yeah. The fighter maker process is... a lot. So, right now, our special training is set, this 5th slot here. Here's your fighter's stats, their stamina, their mood, and their trust, the skills they've got, and their finishing move. And this all... well, it takes a while. So, I am going to do the pro gamer strategy of just looking shit up. Just for this one purpose, for the sake of completing the tutorial. So, there's two here, comments from Sudachi and from the student. There's no foundation, the thing to do is train, train, train. I haven't mastered any of the basics yet, so I really just need to train. There are his skills and finishing moves. He has no finishing moves, but he does have some skills. Well, he has one skill, Die Hard Spirit. Abilities will be enhanced if the opponent has more stamina than the apprentice. Abilities will decrease if the opponent has less stamina. You don't really need to worry about that. At least not right now. Enhanced facilities. The dojo has no funds right now, but this all just increases various training efficiencies. The dojo status, how much you've earned, how many turns there's been, the amount of pupils you've trained. Training menu is the important part. This is where you will set the training schedule. But right now, the special training is set. So all we need to do is set the general trainings, each of which will increase a different stat. So punch training will increase power, kick training will increase speed, ground power will increase technique, road work will increase max stamina, but that takes up 2 time slots. Dash or sprinting will increase speed, but will cause other abilities to decline. These three, lecture here increases technique, but may cause others to decline. Stretches increases your mood and restores some stamina, but does not increase any stats. And resting will restore stamina. We're gonna put Hideo through the ringer here. Punch, kick, ground, and then punch. Let's see how this goes. So you can hear there is some training music happening. The increases are... let's affectionately say that they are gradual. Now, special event. According to Sodachi's plan, it's time for a meeting with you, but I ain't the meeting type. How's about we do this over drinks? Okay, I'd love to. Sounds great. You can talk over drinks and develop a relationship of trust. This is a fundamental principle for my theory of fighting. Right. Let's go, Hideo. Of course. What do you want? Oh, nothing. Don't worry about me. Have a good time. Yeah, it's... much like the cabaret, I never got super into this, but it is at least more interesting to me. Reason I started? That's not a very noble reason, but tell me already. I did it to get a girl that I like to notice me. What are you talking about? This girl named Mayako-chan that I've had a crush on for a while. She's really cute and sweet. Possible I'd like to make her my girlfriend, but I'm not very special and I lack confidence. She's sure to say no, even if I could ask her. You wanted to get stronger and gain confidence in yourself. Exactly. I want to become a man that's worthy to be by her side. I started fighting to gain the confidence to ask her out. It's an impure reason, right? The reason ain't important, it ain't impure, you're pathetic. But we gotta foster a healthy relationship, but also a little honesty doesn't hurt. Reason ain't important. The reason you started ain't important. It's what you do afterwards that counts. Follow through on what you decide. That's what men do. Really like that girl, give it everything you got. Show her what you can do. Hajime-san, thank you. Train hard so that I can be proud of who I am. I think he's pretty motivated now. Guess I can give some good advice sometimes. These special trainings will usually have some stat bonuses, some skills. It's all very useful. In particular, increasing mood and trust, which you saw from the Flash, and restored stamina. And he learned the skill Willpower. That's it for today. I gotta tell you, teaching's a lot harder than I expected. No worries, you'll get the hang of it in no time. Just keep doing what you're doing. That's sleeping over there. You know, one of your apprentices? Oh, that's Fukushio. Fukushi Ochihai-kun. Fukushi Ochihai-kun. He doesn't pay the monthly fee, so he isn't an apprentice. Seems that he just likes it here. He comes by to take naps during the afternoon. Don't worry about him, okay? He isn't a bad guy, but he's definitely not a nice guy either. Well, enough about that. Thank you very much for your time today. Come by to train apprentices whenever you want. Just like you did today. We're always here at the dojo, so feel free to stop by anytime. Also, if there's anything you didn't understand, just read the Sodachi notebook on the bench over there. It'll explain everything. So, yeah. I might... I took the Sodachi notebook, huh? I might come back and do a bunch of the side stuff, but I don't really want to do it here. This was mostly just shelving it off, and that yes, Saejima does have his own side activity. It can be decent fun. Return to your hideout without getting seen by the police. It's game over if you're spotted, meaning you'll lose all progress since your last save. And of course, you can see on the minimap that side activity spits you out right in front of a police officer. So, you know, there's a very specific path to take. Generally just keep an eye on the minimap and watch for the little red flashy lights, but of course they won't show up every time. So as long as you keep an eye out, you'll generally spot officers before they spot you. Where we need to go is, I guess up under the roof. So we'll want to... We saw a police officer patrolling. There he is. A move. I'm gonna stand there. I think he's just gonna stand there. No, he isn't. So we're going to behind him. Slip. Saejima, camera! There we go. Yeah, if you get too close, Saejima will warn you of one, and the camera will freak out, but that did more harm than good there, but it's fine, we recovered. We made it up to the roof. Is Saigo still here? He is. Hey. Good. My beloved pupil, I am going to impart some knowledge to you. Listen well, and engrave it in your heart. Yes, sir. I love cream soda. Yes, sir. Thank you so much. Well, it's still definitely Sodachi. Or Saigo. Alright. Both Akiyama and Saejima have incompetent martial artists as part of one of their side activities. I got them confused. That is Saigo. Sodachi is the yellow gi that we just walked away from. I don't... Oh, wait. Wait, aren't you? Hi. I'm Kamiyama. We met in Okinawa, remember? I was able to escape in all the chaos during your prison break. Wait, are they not after you or anything? I mean, compared to you, I'm small fry, so nobody's coming after me. Still, I thought I should be careful anyway, so I've decided to stay here for the time being. I'm starting a business on the roof over there. My business is utilizing my expertise to mod equipment. I still gotta get things ready, but come by again soon. My little brother's in town too. He specializes in weapons. Maybe you should stop by and see him too. I think he set up shop in the far alley by West Park. So, yeah, this is just telling you that the other Kamiyama, the one that specializes in equipment and armor, will be open for business soon enough. As opposed to the Kamiyama we are all familiar with, who deals in just weapons. That's the wrong way. I don't think Saejima could make that jump. I'm sure he's got powerful legs, but he also has a lot of ass. So, you know, gravity. Physics are a bitch. That is probably not safe. Not heading down here? Oh, we are. Headed down by Sky Finance. I don't think we can stop in, though. Like, it's locked. Yeah, that makes sense. I guess Saejima has no reason to go in there. player motivation and character motivation don't need always line up. Because I want to go in there and see Akiyama, but obviously Saejima has no reason to. He doesn't know Akiyama, which honestly is just a tragedy. Circle around here through the parking lot, and this should take us where we need to be. I think. I don't actually... The layout of the underground is still not super clear in my head after playing this game so many times, or having played this game before. Right now, I'm just doing as the pink circle guides. And the pink circle says, go up the E stairway. And so I shall. See 2 officers there, so we're gonna head this way. One at the end of the street there, so we'll head down. Can't go around this way, so we'll head through here. Right there, so we might not actually be able to go this way. But up here? They held on that note for long enough that I thought my game had crashed. No, don't return to the title screen. Oh, there we go. We'll just head across the rooftops here. Can't go down that way. It's jarring. It's jarring going back to these earlier, these PlayStation era games coming off the Dragon Engine Yakuza 6. I'm very used to more absurd movement. Okay, I went the wrong way. Down here, and around this way. Hello. Oh, hey. Be a hostess. When I graduated college. When the cops would shout from the rooftops. Yeah, so that is explaining experience points, which we don't need, but, you know, we do get a little bit of those experience points that were just explained to us. Around here. Up and around this way. Down through there. That's probably super dangerous. And we're up and around here now. So let's go around this way. Let's give this officer a wide berth. And head around here. It's a pretty roundabout path to the Millennium Tower. Will I be able to make it past this guy? Yes, okay, thank God. Ground patrol there. I think we'll be able to make it if we're careful. Because we just need to make it into that parking lot. The cop on patrol. Thankfully, we won't get too close to him to trigger the warning dialogue. We'll just hop down here. Your sweet time, Saejima. In the basement of the Millennium Tower. And I don't think there are any law enforcement out here, or down here. So we'll head this way. And then it is just a matter of circling around up Shichifuku Street. And down this way. I was definitely in that officer's... Is that an officer? Camera. Camera! Camera! No, there was no officer there. Okay. I really thought we just ran directly in front of some police officer, but... I guess we didn't. My camera wouldn't let me look anyway. Oh boy. Okay. So... Good thing I did not blindly run around that corner. That would have been an embarrassing game over. Anyway, we made it back to the club. We're fine. Good boy. Oh, hey, it's this Joker.
Sama, 冴島の旦那、この男が勝手に入ってきて。誰よお前。真島組の南っちゅうもんや。あんたが冴島さんか。真島組やと。何しに来たんや。
Whoa, down, boy. Didn't come here looking for a fight. Just when I came in to say hi, Gramps and his lame-ass friends jumped me. So I, you know, what do you want? The boss is asking for you. Word is you two were bros back in the day. Majima wants to meet? Says to stop by the office tomorrow night. Millennium Tower. You know, that eyesore scraping the sky like it's nobody's business? Fine. Knowing the boss, he's probably got some fucked up shit waiting for you on the top floor. I'd come prepared if I was you. Hey. What's up? A message to Majima. Must have some damn good answers ready. God, he's getting his shit kicked in. You can go all medieval on the boss man? Big, but he'll straight up kill you. Hey, grab some shut-eye before I settle the score tomorrow night. That's the showdown with old Majima. Amarocha's still swarming with cops, Saejima-san. You can't risk going above ground. If you're meeting Minami at the Millennium Tower tonight, then maybe you should rest here until nightfall. Meantime, I'll go scope out the best route to get you there in one piece. Obliged. Let me know when you want to rest up. I'll stay put until then. I got some time till sundown. No! I actually have no idea. Actually, here's what we want to do. Hello, Minamita. Actually pretty famous depending on which neck of the woods you're in. The IF-7R, the Inner Fighter 7 Revolution. The ultimate arcade experience, blah blah blah. Anyway, we know what this is. Input information. Donate funds to repair. It's the same as it was for Kiryu back in the last game. He needs money invested. And if I recall correctly, I think we have enough. No. We don't have enough for everything. But we do have enough for first step. And we definitely want to do this. You beat your enemies while playing, your own abilities should increase as well. The abilities will only increase the first time you beat an enemy. So, there are 3 tiers to upgrade the IF-7 in this game. 50,000 yen, which brings it up to basically just a boss refight. You can fight the, I'll just explain. It's the same as it was in 3. You can refight bosses, from previous points in the story, though with more, with maybe some extra mechanics and the like. I'll begin the input process. I actually think I might have made a bit of a mistake, because each playable character has unique bosses that they can input that other characters can fight. Akiyama has 2, both of which are available before his story ends. Saejima, on the other hand, only has 1 currently. Which is the Guardian of Rage. There is another character that Saejima can input, however he will not be able to do that until the finale. Or until later in the game, I suppose is the better term. Akiyama has 2, which he can input over the course of his story. Anyway, the Guardian of Rage, it's just a refight with a bigger Saito, and his baton now also shocks and burns you because, you know, of course it does. Ow. Ow! However, and also while you are in the IF7, you cannot, you will not be able to use heat actions, and the camera forces you into the side-by-side perspective. And of course, since Saito's baton shocks you, you can't just super armor through it. So basically refighting Saito without the one big, like, cheese that got us through it last time. I actually don't recall how we beat Saito. It's been a bit. But, you know, since he's also giant, well, I guess not because he's giant, but he also has a lot more armor. So you can't knock him out of his attack strings. However, since you're forced into a side-by-side perspective, I believe... Nope, never mind. He still finds ways to whiff it. I was incorrect. Just do the simple charge attack. It's fast enough. And for beating our first boss, the gauge growth has increased, and we got a decent helping of experience. So, you gain different benefits to your heat as you fight and defeat more and more bosses. However, Saejima can only input 1 boss, so his options are limited. And part of what I was talking about coming back to do near the end game was just putting everyone's bosses into Minamita. Because it would take a good while otherwise. Or at least I wouldn't be able to get everything all at once, but that hardly matters right now. What I will do, actually... should actually probably just go and do some more Underground Coliseum. Because I'd like to hit level 15 before we go and talk to Kido. Let's actually head back around the other way. So, the police presence has cooled off a little bit. There aren't as many officers around, but you should still definitely keep an eye out. And obviously, the game has as the game has pretty plainly telegraphed, this is Saejima's endgame for now. Once you go and talk to Kido-chan, you will be Kido-chan, you will be locked into the finale, or you will be locked into the end of Saejima's story. So we will be we'll be doing a lot. We'll be doing any sub-stories we can find. We'll be doing Coliseum stuff, and then we will be wrapping up Saejima's story, which means this might be a shorter stream than usual, unless we move directly onto the next character. Let's sworn I saw a sub-story mark around here. Where the hell was it? Was it downstairs? I saw the little green question mark. I know there's a sub-story down around here somewhere. Oh, where is it? Where's the sub-story? I was promised a sub-story, gosh diddly darn it. Huh. Where is that? Where, oh, where has my sub-story gone? Yeah, I can see... Look at that! That little green thing means sub-story. Where's my sub-story? Do I have to just walk slightly further past it? Is that my problem? That I went downstairs instead of walking past the stairs? Oh my god, that is what happened. Oh, right, it's another one of these. Greetings, Suzuki-san. Trying to be considerate, so prefer not to discuss the more dangerous jobs in front of Tadashi-kun. Danger we talking about here. I'd like you to take care of a certain individual for us. Go kill him. Find someone else. Don't worry, we wouldn't ask you to go that far. We just want you to work him over so thoroughly he'll never show his face in this town again. Though killing him certainly isn't off the table. Your target is a man by the name of Yoshinori Motoyama. Yoshinori Motoyama? You know him? I believe he was the lieutenant of a Yakuza family once upon a time. Now, however, he wanders the streets homeless and alone. Oh, how far the mighty can... Still, they say fighting is like riding a bicycle. Even now, he's far too dangerous for our own agents to handle. I drew the short straw, huh? It's good to see you're so quick on the uptake. What did he ever do to you? Nothing you need to know about. You only need to focus on your work, for Tadashi-kun's sake. For reference, we received a tip that Motoyama is camping out near the north end of the hotel district. I look forward to hearing some good news. It's a Sai family. Pardon? Sai family. Tojo clan. That's where Motoyama's from. That's so. Interesting that you should know that. You learn something new every day. Farewell. God damn. Thought I'd see Motoyama Aniki again. Most of all like this. I got a job to do. Tadashi's sake. Within the hotel district, huh? I'll go poke around. Oh, oh boy, that's a police officer. Right. Forgot about that. Let's just go around behind him. What? There. What? Fine. And I guess we'll go around this way. North end of the hotel district. Hotel district. So let's head north. It's just that simple. I wonder if that's the guy. The only person crouching by the side of the street. But Yamadaki would be around here somewhere. Ejima? Yamadaki, are you? This. Why are you here? What the hell were you thinking? I'm down, Moriyamaniki. How do you expect me to do that? I lost everything thanks to you. Our family was dissolved, Sasai-san vanished, and the Shibata family got promoted. It was like the whole thing was a setup. Hello? We have audio again? The hell was that? Okay, alright. I guess we're back now. That was very worrying. My computer has been making some odd decisions about its function recently, and I was worried that everything had just sort of broken, but it looks like we're okay now. Guess let's wrap up that last sub-story. Never mind. I guess that one is there just to act as a big old barrier. I do need to head back to the hideout to wrap up that sub-story we did. And then there'll be there's a few more sub-stories I'd like to take care of. And then we'll call it good, because I am almost certain that the sub-stories that we're going to do will give us the experience we need to be good and geared for the final showdown. Because there is going to be a fight, because of course there is. It's Yakuza. They don't give you warnings like this for really long cutscenes, except for that time that's exactly what they did. Yakuza 3 was a lot. Hello. How'd it go, Suzuki-san? Murayama skipped town. He ain't coming back. Yes, one of our agents confirmed it. Don't forget my pay. Wouldn't dream of it. Shall I apply to the repayment of Tadashi-kun's debts? Yep. Yep. Oh, and just out of curiosity, Suzuki-san, did you happen to have some history with this Murayama? Oh, if looks could kill. Alright, if you don't want to answer, so be it. Goodbye now. It's a greasy boy right there. And not the good kind of greasy. The evil kind of greasy. Evil. Greevil. That. Pardon the intrusion. What do you want? More work, of course. Let's discuss this somewhere private. Hi, Tadashi.
Oh.
Well, hello there, Tadashi-kun. You look well. I'm going on another job, big guy? Yeah, it looks that way. Mind hold down the fort while I'm out? Actually, I'd like Tadashi-kun to come along this time. Just to have a good reason. It would just work out well in a number of ways. But if you'd rather not, we can always call this assignment off. What do you think, Tadashi? I don't mind. Such a good boy. Where are we headed? To Underground Coliseum of Purgatory. Not the Underground Coliseum? Are you familiar with the place, Suzuki-san? More or less. Good then, your next job will take place there. I'm certain you have preparations to make, so Tadashi-kun and I will head out now and meet you there. If I'm gonna leave you alone with Tadashi for a second, the kid sticks with me. Try to appreciate your position here, Suzuki-san. Regardless of the circumstance, I am your client. You work for me. I believe it's in your best interest to do as I say. Don't worry, big guy, I'll be fine. Alright, just let me tell you one thing. And what might that be? Harm so much as a single hair on this kid's head, it won't end well for you. Tadashi-kun is an esteemed customer of mine. I'll treat him with the utmost care. If that's all, then, we'll be waiting for you in Purgatory. It is by the front desk of the arena. It's a weird bit of stuttering there, game. I really hope that my computer is not struggling with this PlayStation 3 remaster. Otherwise, I am going to be supremely disappointed. Save, just in case something breaks. Actually, I am going to take 5, so I will be right back. Alright. We're back, and my computer has not exploded. Get back into it. Save. I want to stop by a restaurant before we head to the Coliseum. Because I can't imagine he's asking us to meet him at the Coliseum for a chat. For any sort of non-violent methods. Right? He wants us to fight someone. Right way. No idea where I'm going. I think I just took a really roundabout way to go somewhere I didn't want to go. Yeah, I did. Okay, well, not a great start to this little adventure. Head up here and try to forget about that. Let's see, North Millennium Tower. That... Oh, no police officer there. Oh, right, he's over here. Being a nuisance. Yeah. Gotta head around this way. Up and around the north end of the hotel district. Got another save right here. Cross this way. What? Never mind, I guess we'll take the long way. Around Theater Square. That's probably another sub-story, but I really want to do it. I think the sub-story we're about to do will give us plenty of XP for our purposes. Down here. Simple. Underneath Children's Park. And around this way to Purgatory. If I recall correctly that this is the right way. Which I'm pretty sure it is. Yeah. Yeah, this is the right place. Head around here. See that fight? But boy. I don't know if death matches are allowed on TV. I mean, maybe. I guess I don't know what TV laws are like here. Save. Because we gotta talk to this guy.
Oh.
You take part in a special match tournament, Suzuki-san, and I want you to win. Unlike regular tourneys, the special match tournament allows the use of weapons. However, you alone will be competing and winning, mind you, without any weapons whatsoever. I'm the only guy going in with like a handicap. Ain't like all the other gigs, is it? Is this even a job at all? I have my reasons for giving you this assignment. Feel free to refuse at any time. And to make absolutely certain you use no weapons, Tadashi-kun and I will be watching your every move. Let's just say it's educational.
Yup.
Showing him that. I understand that this tournament is no walk in the park. It's not likely you'll make it out unscathed. In fact, I'd wager you'd be lucky to only lose a limb or two. It can happen when you burden a trusted friend with your own financial obligations. Sick. Some things the kids ain't meant to see. Consider it my own personal philosophy. Don't get me wrong, I'd like nothing better than for you to win, of course. So fight, and fight well. Wouldn't want to check out right in front of the boy now, would you? Worry about me. Let's say, complete this job and I'll consider the debts repaid. If I win this thing, you'll let Tadashi's sister go? Yes, that's right. Do your best out there. That's Tadashi. I do this and your sister's free. Watching from the audience then. Speak to my underling when you're ready. So, yeah. Pretty much exactly what it says on the tin. He's got a tournament for us, and it is a weapon-using tournament, except we don't get to. So, we've kind of got to just work with what we've got. There's nothing. Pop a stamina double X. I'm good to go. We don't have full health, but it's fine. Good to go anytime. Thankfully, we get to do this as Saejima, who does not need weapons very much. So as long as you've been doing at least a little grinding, this won't be a problem. Because these are not incredibly dangerous. Oh god, what the fuck is this guy? Oh god, oh no! I may have spoken too soon. Woo! Just get him in the loop. Oh no. I grabbed too early. Oh look, you can see Tadashi. Hello. Ow! God. Ow. Huh. What's up? Huh. You know, I feel like the giant axe should be doing more damage, but on the other hand, I'm really glad that it's not. Because this would be really frustrating. God, I hope that's a mask. Oh my god, you just have a gun. Ow! Is that just... This is just the, it's the guy from 1. Oh god, what was his name? Arasaka? No, that's Cyberpunk. Cyberpunk 2077. Okay, Ozawa. And that's that. I don't know why he wore glasses into the fight. Well, I won, just like I said I would. Hey, where's Tadakoro? Where's Tadashi? Be concerned, they've already departed. Completed the job, Tadashi gets to see his sister. That was the deal. Where's the boy? Well, just, I asked you where Tadashi's at. Fuck, excuse me? Such a pity. The boss didn't want me to hurt you, but I suppose this was bound to happen. Yeah, no. Where's Tadashi? What the fuck's Tadakoro up to? Much too dangerous. My boss wanted a puppet, someone he could string along. You're too wild, too powerful to be used like that. A puppet who breaks his strings can't be controlled. You know who the puppet master is, he can't just exit stage left. So he tried to get you killed under the pretext of doing one last job for him. What bullshit. So, yeah, Tadakoro played us, big time. Don't think what we do next is in here. So let's just head out and find Tadakoro and kick his ass. Because we're gonna kick his ass. Basically, just gotta make our way out of Purgatory and catch up with Tadashi and Tadakoro. So that we can save one and beat up the other. Get 3 guesses who's getting which treatment. I will say this, we are not going to be rescuing Tadakoro from Tadakoro. Hello. Play dumb with me. Fight him! Got room on my list for number 19. Holy shit. Promise, promise, promise. Man. Tashi's old man was in for 5. That was paid off ages ago. Well, this guy just kinda sucks at everything. The worst person. Hell yeah, kid! Woo! Fuck yeah, Tadashi! Awesome. Now we can kick his ass. Oh, wait. Nope. First. Chase time! Oh, he's actually got a lot of, stamina. Bottle! Yeah. The throwables make the chases in this game so much less of a headache. Also that. That definitely helps. Wow! Yeah, I wouldn't bother trying to catch up with Tadakoro. Saijima's not really built for speed. He is, however, built for hucking shit really hard. Like so. Alright, get up. Time to fight you proper. What do you want from me, anyway? Oh, God. Way beyond redemption. Jesus, yeah, Saijima's a good man. Even though he killed almost 20 people. You know. Honestly, I never talked about it, but it is interesting with Saijima being the only Yakuza character to have, like, canonically killed someone. And he definitely did not kill a small amount of people. At least, it was an interesting thing to think about when I first played through the game. That Saijima was a murderer. Or, like, a guy that killed for real. And Saijima. Well, I guess we do know right where Akiko is, so head to the hideout. Whoa, hey, that was enough experience. Actually, maybe we won't help Tadashi. Because we got exactly what we wanted. Herculean Spirit. Remaining undaunted while being attacked in heat mode. That doesn't do it the right explanation, but basically, as long as we have heat, Saijima will not flinch. You get super armor for as long as you have heat. So that, combined with the ability to charge heat, means that Saijima can get crazy strong. Remember how I talked about how Saijima's biggest weakness was getting interrupted during your attack strings? With Herculean Spirit, that stops being a problem. So let's just charge. And we've got heat. And literally no attack will flinch us anymore. As long as we've got that blue aura, there will be no basic attack that makes us flinch. Grabs will still obviously throw us off, but that's just how super armor works anyway. You taunted? What? Hold on. I don't recall that being how Herculean Spirit works at all. Maybe it just means our attacks can't be interrupted. I might be thinking of Yakuza 5. Either way, still very, very good. Herculean Spirit is. In 5, I think it just gets you constant armor, but In 4, maybe it just means all your attacks get armor as long as you have heat, right? I read that right. Yeah, activated while attacking in heat mode. Okay. I slightly misread it, but obviously you can still tell, chat, that it is incredibly powerful. Because it basically removes Saijima's biggest weakness, and that being his speed. So, it doesn't really matter how fast our attacks come out if we can just tank every single one of them and keep going. Basically, this means that as long as you are attacking in some fashion, you can truck through anything short of a grab or a cutscene. I'm gonna go get my sister. Underestimate the Yakuza. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Well, I guess we gotta go save the kid. The Theater Alley, or Theater Square, that's probably a back up this way. Because I think there's some stairs that'll spit us out right there. So let's go and save the kid! And also, there's a phone booth right up here so we can save. Let's do that too. We have another big fight coming up. On my sub-stories list? It is. The Kasu family office in Theater Alley. Then let's make for Theater Alley. Wherever the hell the office is. Probably a sign, right? Oh god, he's on the other side of a police officer. I gotta go around the long way. It's okay, Tadashi, I'm on my way. Just, I can't be seen by the police right now. It would make things harder for everyone, trust me. Mostly me. Go this way? Can't. What? Ah, crap. New plan. We go up here. Is there a way down from here? Gets us by him? Must be right. Also, here's the other Kamiyama works. It's not open yet. Oh, never mind, there he is. I was incorrect. We got a K-Works catalog. Do we have any gear we can modify? Fireproof shirt. Super contacts. Striker shin guards. Runner's necklace. Ass quills. Okay. I don't think we need any of these right now. That fireproof shirt could have come in handy, but... Bagged ice and adhesive. Wait. Hold on. Does making a fireproof shirt just mean taking, like, a strong binding and using some bandages to tape ice to it? I don't know, I guess Kamiyama's the master craftsman here, so I shouldn't question it. This might be a bit of a walk, but we can go down and around through, Sky Finance and get to Tadashi that way. As long as there aren't any officers on the way. I don't believe there are. Head down around here. Sky Finance. And then not into Sky Finance because we are not Akiyama. And now we head around this way, up the long way to Theater Alley. Provided, of course, that the police activity here is manageable. And this guy may want to pick a fight with us too. Fine, we're faster than him. Okay, now I think we can actually get to Tadashi. It's fine. It's fine. We took our time, but it's okay. See, we made it. Well. Yeah, this, we're not getting many places with this guy, so let's just beat him up. And his buddies, I guess. misread how Herculean Spirit works. Either way, it's pretty much what I wanted before we move on to the finale, so... Or, before we move on to the end of Saijima's story, so we'll grab it. Couldn't take all your problems alone. Difference between courage and being reckless. Got a sister too. Their relatives were talking like 8 times removed. They took us in, treated us great. Well, it felt like we were imposing on them. That's when I took Jessica with me. Didn't get an honest job, but we did what we had to stick together. As long as I had my sister, it wasn't hard. For no ways don't get health insurance. Would have cost an arm and a leg for surgery in a hospital room. We were barely surviving. Couldn't get a loan. I got desperate. You know, street fight was the only time I felt like I could just forget about everything else. One day I picked a fight with the wrong guy. Old enough to be my dad, just up and beat the hell out of me. It's a Sai-san. Feeling my guts about me and Yasuko blubbering about her illness. Long way. Fought hard on your own. Took care of everything. Getting Yasuko into the hospital, even paying for her surgery. Oh, all that happened to you? When I first met you, you reminded me of me. My turn to pay that kindness forward. Want to help your sister, Tadashi? Whatever it takes. Stay out of trouble, alright? From here on, I got your back. Won't stop me yet. Uncle Suzuki. Saijima. Real name. It's Taiga Saijima. I ran off like that. Let's save your sister! Big fight time. Who are you? Got business with the Patriarch. Let's fuck him up. Oh, that guy's got a knife. That means he gets to go first. Ow. Okay. Second in line has just volunteered. Ow. Oh, you guys suck. God, these human traffickers are impolite. Now that we beat the crap out of them. Ow. Pop one of these. Ow. Saijima! Saijima! Stop grabbing furniture and start grabbing people! There we go. Just tank the stab to the chest. That's fine. We're built different. No, my leather sofa! I was gonna hit you with that. Ow. Stop grabbing me. I do the grabbing around here. Trash can! Trash can! Ow! No, he stole my trash can! I'm gonna stab you. I'ma stab you. Hey, buddy. Sort of rolled directly into him. Stab! Ow. Man, I miss playing as Majima. I think of the playable characters, I like, in terms of sheer gameplay, like, of course Kiryu is #1, because he's Mr. Yakuza, but, like, I just liked playing as Majima. I should replay Zero. Not even done with the series, and I already want to go back and play Zero. There we go! Oh god, you exhausted? All the commotion. Hello. So the fuse, huh? Behind me, Tadashi. I'm not waltzing anywhere. I don't waltz. I only tango. And I just found my new dance partner. It's this chair. I'm gonna beat you with it. Sofa! I'm glad all your office supplies respawn. It makes it very easy to beat the hell out of you. Ow! You need to stop right now! Fuck you! Oh my god, he bounced! You are not supposed to bounce off of your skull like that! Ooh, that is some irreversible cranial trauma right there. The best kind of cranial trauma. At least the one that gets your point across the fastest. To everyone else. The hell even are you? I'm the voice of God, you son of a bitch! The young man is named Tadashi. He'd like a word with you. Huh? Hello. Uncle Tatsuya? What? Hold on, I'm confused.
Oh.
Yeah, more than a few wires crossed.
Yeah.
Well, look. I don't know if we get to really... I don't know if we have to apologize for wires crossed, because, like... You don't exactly conjure good images when you hear that your sister was sold to the Yakuza. Like, that doesn't...
Oh.
Taking care of your sister is her adoptive parent. Okay, that's a lot less... That's a lot less scummy. Wrote you a letter, but our real uncle said you ran away. A lot of trouble. Oh, wait. Oh, crap. He just said our real name to these people. Oh, crap. Let's hope that doesn't have any consequences.
Oh.
Would you wind up adopting a Kiko? Yeah, I guess they wouldn't let a Yakuza adopt kids. Wife and I agreed to take her in. But they've been very nice. Wants an heir. What do you think, Tadashi? You want to be a homeless pickpocket or a fucking Yakuza? The idea of being a family, but if I come and live here with you. Going back to the country house, and once I support myself, I'll come back to Kamurocho for my sister. Well, I'll be a police officer, somebody who helps people in trouble. When was this? This game was still made in like the 2000s, so that was still like a thing. The officer and help people. Still can't help but feel like we're getting Kobe vibes here. He's joining law enforcement to help people, but they're all shitheads. What about this, Tadashi? Miles' part will always be family. Hanging around me a little too much, kid. Well, now I'm gonna hit the old dusty trail. Gotta go fight a guy with a nose ring.
Oh.
Uncle Taiga? At the seal of the kid, why do you have this? What the hell is the seal of the drag? Okay, I actually didn't do this sub-story in my first playthrough. I don't know what this is. I know it's a crafting item. I know, like, the dragon pieces are high-end crafting items. We got a bunch of XP for that. Holy shit. Nice. Let's see. A dragon seal that once belonged to a Chinese emperor overflows with an awesome presence. Kid, why the hell did you have this? What the hell? Okay, cool. Awesome. Yeah, I mean, well, let's see. Got Herculean Spirit, which is pretty much what I was worried about. We don't have all the healing items we could be having, and we haven't wrapped up Master's Training, but I believe all that's left is unarmed, is another damage buff, so I'm not too beat up about that. So I think what we're gonna do... We're meeting, what's-his-face at the Millennium Tower, so we'll just... Do we have any thing items in here? We don't. Okay. So then let's... Yeah, come to his office. So we gotta go around the back door of the Millennium Tower. So let's stock up on healing items. And then we'll go down... Oh, right, because we gotta talk to Kido. So let's... we can't go that way. So let's just head here. And... Fill up. Here. Get just lots of food. Original curry and rice, large curry and rice, beef curry, and a kimchi and kalbi. Sajima's a large man. I imagine he burns a lot of calories just by, like, moving. Got a very large machine to fuel. Food. Food is good, chat. I love food. That is one of my favorite things. That was something I have discovered over a long life of experience in travel, is that food is really good. Get around this way towards the drugstore, unless this cop's not gonna let me go by. Oh, he is. Awesome. In we go. Kotobuki drugs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Just fill our inventory with stamina royales. Because we're not going to be using this money on anything else, at least. Not at a point where it will matter. Throw that Torrenter maximum there. And let's head back to the hideout. Talk to Keto. And get on with... Oh, crap. Oh, boy. Bye! Gotta go! I hope I'm running the right way. Actually, while we're at this, we could probably... Well, first, we gotta assault an officer. And then keep running. Because we could go this way. Towards the Millennium Tower. And hopefully this chase will end right there. Yep, look at that. Does this spit me out right there? It doesn't. Oh, man. And I thought I was being really clever. Running up to the Millennium Tower. Oh, well. It's fine. We'll just walk back. Still can't go into Little Asia. Because Saejima did not take any language courses in his 25 years in prison. Actually, they probably don't offer them. I mean, like, maybe there was some other prisoner that could offer it, but I guess I don't know. I don't know what the prison education system is like. That's not a real thing. Can I go this way? I can't. God. Okay, bless this mess. However it is the phrase goes. We'll take the sewers, because I'm pretty sure we can get where we need to go through here. We do still have that other battery. Do we? We might not, actually. I might have put it in the item box. I did. We do have that other battery, but we would need to take it to Kamiyama first to make another small bomb. But we don't have it anymore, and I don't want to see Kamiyama. We have other things to do. I forgot where this spits me out. I hope this spits me out in the right direction. If it doesn't, I'm going to feel very foolish. Hello, rat. Look at that guy. There's a rat. Hello. What is this? Oh, it didn't tell me. Somebody useful. The parking lot. God, this is the opposite side of the map! Where I want to be at all. Guess we'll head back. The other direction. That is one lengthy cutscene. Oh, wait, what? Nope. Oh! There's a coin locker key in the sewage. I don't want this. I don't really know what's in that coin locker key, but I really hope that it's a very good item. Because that was disgusting. Hello, lean green machine. Lean green machine, sorry. Can't get the adjectives wrong. Head back up here. Head around this way. And over here. We're just gonna go in the reverse path we went to get to Tadashi. because I think it'll put us in the same spot. We can't get to that up path. We'll have to go back around by yeah. So this last chapter. I actually would recommend wrapping up what you can before you reach this point, because it becomes such a pain to navigate Kamurocho as Saejima at this point. Because there's so many hard walls, or I guess you can get around them so they're not hard, but there's just so many like random pathways in Kamurocho that aren't accessible, or that you just can't walk down. So there's a lot of roundabout paths and a lot of running back and forth through like rooftops and underground areas, so it might be best to do what you want to do before you get here, but there are some sub-stories, like the two we just did, are only available in this chapter, so sorry. There will probably be a point later in the game where Saejima can move a bit more freely again, but that's not for a while, and it doesn't really help you in preparing for the end of his part. But it's okay. We'll manage. We know exactly where we're headed. We just get down to the hideout, save the game, and then be on with our lives. So, down here, back into the hideout, save the game. And I just got a notification that my food is here. So I will be right back. I'm also going to go look up what Herculean Spirit does. So, I'll be right back, chat. Alright, we're back. Let's get into the end of this. Save. Double save. Just to be sure. Now let's talk to Keto. Catch some seeds before it gets dark? Alright. Kick back a little. Go check the best route for you to get to the Millennium Tower in the meantime. Awesome. Where you want to go, Saijima-san? Yeah, time to settle the score for all the shit my boss and I have been through since 85. 5 years is a long-ass wait, man. Telling me, kid. One problem. The streets are still swarming with cops. No way you'll make it to the Millennium Tower above ground. How do I get there? Take the north side exit to go topside. Then go underground from the back of Millennium Tower and exit at the Shichifuku parking lot. Next, head for the rooftop from Pink Alley and go a little south before returning to ground level. After that, head south from the ramen shop, go through the basement parking lot, past the central sewer, and come out a manhole in front of the Millennium Tower. Pretty fucking complicated, but I think I get it. You'll be fine as long as you can avoid the cops. Sorry, man. Wish I could do more to help. Alright. Bet.
冴島さん、最後に俺に一つ教えてください。冴島さんは後悔してないんですか？25年ですよね。いくら親父のためとはいえ25年もの時間たった一人無所にいて、それで後悔はないんですか？
なんでそないなこと聞くんや。
いや、ちょっとどうしても聞いてみたくて。
そうか。お前も今からなんやでかいことでもしでかそうと思ってんのか。それで迷ってんねやろ。後悔か。ないことはないな。人をこの手で殺したっちゅうことは後悔しとる。後悔しきれんくらいにな。せやけど親父のために無所に入ったとか、それが25年も続いたとか、そんなんは後悔してへん。
どうして冴島さんはそんなに強いんですか？
別に強ないよ。ただこの世界に入るときに兄弟と決めたんや。極道っちゅう生き方を貫こうってな。人からはヤクザ言われるかもしれへんけど、俺は極道っちゅう生き方をプライド持って選んだんや。俺の極道は仁義のためにあるんや。
冴島さん、
25年前、もし俺があの場から逃げ出しとったら、そんな仁義に反したことした自分が許せんようになって、今よりもっと後悔しているはずや。木戸ちゃん、腹くくれ。極道の勝負っちゅうのは一度しかない。自分の人生かけてでも勝負する価値のある瞬間が来た時は、腹くくって勝負せえや。後悔する生き方だけはするんやないで。
はい。
頑張るんやで。ほなな。
Go above ground north of the theater, pass through the parking lot at Nakabichi Street, and exit the manhole in front of the Millennium Tower. Easy. Sort of. You, You don't need to perfectly remember the path that Keto had laid out for you. But it is, in essence, just a reverse of the path you took earlier in the chapter. The coppers spot me on my way to the Millennium Tower. Better stick to the underground and the rooftops. Go to the Millennium Tower without being seen by the police. It's game over if you're spotted, meaning you lose all progress since your last save. So yeah, don't get seen. It's the same. It's the same as last time. Just don't get spotted. Keep an eye on the horizon. Keep an eye on the minimap. Then you should be good. Because if a cop doesn't show up on the minimap, it'll show up in your field of view in time for you to at least react. Alright, I'm trying to eat, my dinner and evade the police at the same time, and it's a bit of a process. Like, there's this bit here. Yeah. Gotta sneak behind this guy. Okay, yeah, Saijima, I see him. Yeah, that happens. If you walk by a little too early or a little too close, then that'll happen. Just don't head for the Champion District. Give this guy a wide circle and head for the roof via Kyushu. Number 1 star. Up to the Kamurocho East rooftops. That. And move along through the rooftops. There are not any officers on the rooftops, and there aren't any underground, so you are free to move through those, just like last time. There also won't be any street fights you can get into, I don't think. So, these games love to prove me wrong when I say something that I think is true. But I don't believe you can get into any street fights while you are doing this little path. Because I imagine a loud street fight breaking out would attract the cops' attention, and that would be a problem. Although I guess all of the street fights that have happened in these games should probably attract at least one police officer's attention, but they don't, so who knows? Maybe this is just, I guess Kamurocho's just always been like that. Back in the 80s. Head through the central sewer. I believe we can stop by the Mean Green Machine and turn in any trash we have left, but we don't really need to. We can also go see Master and read any of his trainings or complete any ones we haven't completed, provided we have the materials. But obviously, if it's the one that requires a new pickaxe or the ones that require bombs, it won't matter because we can't go and see Kamiyama right now. So, yeah, no. Hence the point of no return warning. Anyway, we made it to the Millennium Tower. We save. Let's save. Okay. That felt risky. I don't know why they have a police officer staring directly at the save booth, but... no, phone booth. But definitely save before you go in, because we're on Legend. If we go down in the fight that is inevitably going to happen, then we'll have to do that whole little stealth segment again, which I don't... Oh, wow! That's a lot of guys. And Minami. Hello. Yeah, I did. This is a test then? Yeah. Well, I mean, this guy got beat up by a random civilian lone guy. This guy got beat up by a civilian moneylender. I feel like he's gonna be yeah, he's not even in the fight at the start. So, here we go. Big fight with the Majima family. There's a lot of them. So, you know, same principle as the prison chase. Spam throws, spam charge attacks, and don't take too much damage. Also, having Herculean Spirit, I looked it up. It just means that we have a much smaller chance of flinching while we're in heat mode. It does not mean we're immune to it, like it means in 5. So, the ability is still very strong, but it gets a very ridiculous buff later on. Some of the Majima family members will drop healing items. Obviously, you can't pick them up if your inventory is full, and it probably will be, but still, it's nice. Also, if you get knocked out of heat mode, don't be too upset by using a healing item to get back into heat mode. Just make sure it's worthwhile. I have no idea if that was. It wasn't. That's a stamina max. God damn it. But, you will gain levels for beating these guys. So if there are any abilities you're still missing, then you should probably nab them. Let's grab... Let's grab Essence of Slamming, and let's grab Essence of Swinging. Just 2 very big crowd control moves, which, you know, might come in handy with this crowd. And as you'll notice, once Yakuza 0 comes around, Beast style will be used a lot of heat actions, because that's what Saitama is. He's the Beast style, basically. I can't even really say that... I mean, Beast style is... In timeline order, Saitama just fights with Kiryu's Beast style, but in release order, Beast style just uses a lot of Saitama's animations. Which is cool. It's still very cool. I did not mean to use a heat action there. Anyway, once you deal with the first little pool of guys, another one will show up. You can see it. You can sort of get an idea for how far along you are in the background there. The further you get in the fight, the more of the Majima family will be generally moping on the ground. And I have got to get a quieter keyboard. Okay, guys, you gotta not be doing that. You gotta not be doing that. You gotta not be doing the grabbing. It's not cool. And the getting behind me, it really needs to stop. Really, just in general, I think you guys need to stop doing what you're doing. One guy at a time. Or just let me get you. There we go. That was very polite of you, boys. Now, all of you die. Everyone dies. Everyone's dying. Hey, stop that. God, yes. You know what I do miss is the Dragon Engine throw. Same one that was in Kiwami 2, where you just grab a guy and fling him around. That was fun. Another healing item dropped, so let's not. Let's not yet. There's still plenty of guys left. Let's see. Are you guys gonna let me grab you? No? Gonna keep being uncool? I see. I see how it is. Grab this guy. Do some swinging. Get some damage across the board. Pretty low on health, so let's pop that stamina axe and refresh our inventory with the new one. It's another stamina axe. These guys don't drop the best healing items, so I definitely recommend coming in with some of your own, especially since if you've done some grinding like I have, Saijima is going to have so much health that even some of the more mid-tier healing items won't do enough to get back to full. So, you know, yeah, you can sort of tell they're running out of guys. Just be frugal with your healing, and this part isn't too much trouble. Be liberal with your throws and careful with your healing. And then there's not much the Roger family can do to surprise you. There we go. One more wave of dudes. Then obviously we will have one more little tussle waiting for us, but we'll get to that. Because we can sort of guess what that is. Also, we can do that. We also probably shouldn't stay with our health flashing. No matter how good the heat actions are. We can't pick up those benches and fight with them. No, we can't. So for now... it's a very similar principle to some of the mob fights in the prison. Just pick the guys off one by one. See if you can get them isolated and deal some damage. Plus, actually I don't know if they all drop healing items, but at least that one did. We can throw you, and then grab you, and throw you into you! How many U's? Can you guess what today's letter of the day is? It's X. I haven't been doing a great job. And once the last of the mooks is wrapped up, another fight with Minami, who is pretty much just buffed up from the fight he had with Akiyama, since, you know, he's not drunk anymore. Minami is a bit more of a rough customer this time around. He's not a monumental roadblock, but he definitely is more of a test than the goons are. I also see him start to drink, gain heat. He has a few more special moves up his sleeves, but if you just wail on him, he'll try out some fancy stuff, including pulling out a barbecue lighter. Also drinking like a monster. You start doing some fire breather shit, which is cool. Yeah. Oh, right. Yeah, don't grab him. Don't grab him. That's a mistake. There's charge attacks. You have Herculean Spirit. Your charge attacks can be nice, but be careful against the wall, because you can rack up the damage pretty quick. If you get like one bad bounce, then it can be pretty dangerous. Once he starts breathing fire, he does leave himself open for a minute. Just don't try and grab him from behind like I did. That's a mistake. If you can bounce him against the wall, you could pop some heat moves on him. That might be nice. Such as this one. And that'll wrap up Minami, and we'll get another level.
Saすが兄弟や。部下に教育しとるみたいやな。まだ俺は終わってへんで。
Hey, bro.
親父。待たせたな、兄弟。真島。お前にはいろいろ言い訳せなあかんねや。場所変えようか。ちょっとつらかせや。お疲れ様です。これなら警察も近寄れんやろ。さあ、行こうか。どこに行く気ない？俺とお前の遊び場や。あそこはさあ行くで。俺らの思い出の場所にな。久しぶりに歌えへんか？真島。あ？お前。俺がなんでこの町に戻ってきたんかは分かっとんのやろな。笹井のおじきに会うため、それに俺への復讐ってとこやろ。それが分かっとんのやったらなんでこんなことしてんねん。俺は25年前の裏が知りたいんじゃ。なんでお前があの日来えへんかったんかを知りたいんじゃ。答えろや、兄弟。何してんねや。早くこっち来いや。忘れたんか、俺らの約束。一度この世界に足を踏み入れた以上、義理は貫き通す。絶対に口は割らぬ。それをもし裏切ることがあったら、その時はたとえ兄弟であっても殺す。俺らが兄弟の杯交わした時の約束や。忘れるわけあらへん。今でも一言一句覚えとる。どんな理由があろうと俺はお前を裏切った。笹井の親父を助け出せんかった。真島、脱げや兄弟。昔みたいに殴り合うて決着つけて俺に言い訳させてくれや。お前が俺に勝てたらの話やけどな。舐められたもんやな。
There we go.
安心したわ。まだ体はダブついてないよや。25年間無所で毎日鍛えられとったわ。のうのうと暮らしとったお前とはちゃう。それじゃこっちも手加減なしで行かせてもらうぜ。望むところへ行くで。兄弟。
Welcome to the final boss of Saijima's story. Goro Majima. Oh my god, I don't have a lot of health. Okay, so, Majima. Majima is every bit as dangerous as when you fought him as Kiryu. I don't know where the knife came from, but he's got it, and he knows how to use it. So, which actually, you know, I can't think of a better time to get this upgrade. There are bats around the arena, but basically, this is why we wanted to be frugal with healing items earlier, because you were going to need a lot of them for Majima. Most important bit is that Majima is just faster than you, like by every metric. If he backpedals, oh, also he likes QTE attacks, so be ready for those, because if you fuck up, it hurts. Anyway. If he pops his purple heat like that, then just don't even bother. Because he is just faster than you. Just bait out an attack and try to armor through it. This is why I can recommend this. Oh, boy. Well, now. Well, well. We may be further from the end of Saijima's story than I think. Keen-eyed stream viewers may have observed that we did not get a chance to save in between the big fight and facing Majima. We don't. That's not gonna happen. So, basically, whenever we fail to beat Majima, we're gonna have to do that big fight with his family again. So, you know, that's gonna be something. That was definitely my fault. That was me suffering a skill issue. But yeah, Majima can pretty quickly delete big chunks of your health if you're too close to a wall. However, his battle track is really good, so I'm not complaining about getting to hear it again. Even if I have to deal with more of this crap. More of the grab spamming. Even though, I guess I also do some grab spamming, so I can't be too mad about it. I almost don't recommend letting yourself get too close to the wall against Majima, just because one unlucky bounce and your attempt at the fight's over. A bit like what you all just saw. Aren't I so kind to provide a demonstration? And I guess probably be a little bit less generous with how low you get your health, because those critical health heat actions are not going to help you much against Majima, mostly because they require either being grabbed or knocking someone down, both of which Majima will not do. I mean, I think you can knock him down, but I don't think it'll help you much. As for the Majima family, just power through with Herculean spirit. Sorry, my ears bugging me. There we go. Alright, we're back. Just make a note of the levels we get, and muscle through these dudes with Herculean spirit. I probably shouldn't have futzed around so much with heat actions, because we won't really be needing them. Abilities. What we will want is this. Yeah, Dragon God Defense is 2 orbs, so let's grab the Azure Dragon Spirit. So that as long as we have heat, we cannot be reduced to 0 health. It's nice. It's very nice, especially since it's so easy for Saitama to gain heat. Plus, we've got a few Torners in our back pocket, so worst comes to worst, we can scrape by on 1 HP for a decent bit, as long as we keep up the aggression. But yeah, for anyone that was curious in Kiwami 1 as to why Majin was so protective of the batting cages, he kind of explains, but it was because it was where he used to hang out with Saejima. Which, you know, makes a little more sense why he wasn't so happy about seeing Kiryu hang out there, but still, you know. You guys need to stop. Don't bother with heat actions, just bash your way through them. These Majin family grunts they can be tough, but they're just more small fry to chip away at your healing items and your health before you get to Minami. And Minami himself is just another chipping at your health items until you get to Majima. Honestly, just having healing items is such a game changer, like, the difficulty in a run really can be dependent on whether or not you have access to healing items. I think that's really why the prison fight early in this part is so difficult. It's less because the enemies are difficult, it's more that damage you take is so much more impactful. Because you have so much less healing available. That's definitely why I recommend getting that Monk Ward at the early end, because even a little bit of health can turn fights like this into such a breeze compared to what they would have been without it. I did not mean to use a heat action there. Oh boy. That was a mistake. What's the tier on that Torner we have? Oh, it's a basic Torner. Yeah, let's use that and make room for the Stamina X. Just because they're at the same tier. These bigger guys you might want to use heat actions on, since they've got a little more health, but if you've been upgrading your attack damage, then it shouldn't be a problem. I guess that's probably all the more reason I should have gone and done the last of Master's Training, but it's fine. Also, with Phoenix Spirit, our heat will gradually refill, which means all the more potential for those critical health heat actions. But of course you need to actually have heat to use them, and it's just not worth being that low, especially this close to a wall. So let's just wail on these guys. Same tune as their buddies before them. Joryokan! There we go. And that leaves Minami. Use that stamina double X. Ow. I almost recommend use heat actions on Minami, since he's a boss character. It's a little more worth it. I almost recommend letting yourself get hit by an attack while you're charging your while you're preparing your charge attack, because then it is much less likely that they'll dodge out of the way of your bigger hit. And if you have Herculean Spirit, then you'll just truck through the attack and get a bunch of damage, which is really nice. The Fire Breath is fearsome, and it can be nasty because there's not a lot of ways to resist fire. But it has such a monumental wind-up that it's almost just not an issue unless you get too greedy prepping for it, or trying to get damage off before he pulls it. Though Minami does have that jumping kick, which can make it a little more dangerous to try and just chuck through his attacks. Ow. Okay. Oh god, speaking of being foolish. There we go. And we got another level up, so we'll get the Dragon God defense once we get to the fight with Majima. We can skip this. We can skip this. And we can skip this. And we can't skip this.
安心したわ。まだ体はダブついてないよや。25年間無所で毎日鍛えられとったわ。のうのうと暮らしとったお前とは違う。それじゃ、こっちも手加減なしで行かせてもらうぜ。望むところへ。
Just get to hear the build up to this track again.
兄弟!
God, it sounds a cool ass dynamic intro. That's abilities. Dragon God defense. And we'll pop our first stamina royale. Just so we're... Oh my god, that's not even full health. Don't fuck it up this time. One, that one, that one, this one. One more. Nope, 4. That hits behind me. Awesome. I mean, I knew that. Oh yeah, also, Majima's like jump to his feet will hit you. It does have a hitbox, so be careful. I was so tempted to try and grab him right then. But God, I shouldn't do that. Ow. Gotta stay in this mode. Alright. So, the spin move can take a lot of your health. But it does leave him vulnerable. Honestly, it's part of the reason that I don't get people being mad about Kiryu's moves in the trailers for Like a Dragon Gaiden. It's like, yeah, he's used crazy technology. Spider-Man's like, Yakuza's always had this bullshit. Did you see that spin? Oh, we get this heat move. I mean, that was the plan. That was calculated. Yeah, even in like Yakuza 5 and like later on, there will be several instances where I will not understand people getting mad about Like a Dragon Gaiden's gameplay being unrealistic, because like, look at this shit. This is not stuff people can do. In particular, yeah, like that's as cool as it looks. Like, there's just some stuff people aren't capable of. Oh no. Taking a minute to laugh. Works out great for us. Means we get the charge! And another level up. That's that.
どうしたんや兄弟もう終わりなんかいえもう終わりやっちゅうのか兄弟 なんや、お前も俺も変わったな。そうか。昔はもっとギラギラしてた。いつの間にか俺もお前も親父になってしもた。お前の関西弁も板についとるやないかい。あ？なんや、バカにしとんのか。いや、ちゃう。ただな、昔のお前は俺にとってもっともっと強かったような気がするんや。だいたいその眼帯は何や。そんなもんしとるから。これは関係ないわ。もうこの目とも25年の付き合いやからな。25年？せや。俺や笹井のおじきがお前を失ったあの日、俺はこの左目も失った。なんやと？と、まあこんなわけや。まあ両目があった頃よりも実際弱くなってしもたのかもしれへんけどな。まあ元が強かったからちょうどええわ。兄弟。あ？その左目、あの事件に関係しとるんか？お前があの日来んかったんはその目に関係してんのか？教えてくれや兄弟。あの日、あの時、なんでお前は来られへんかったんや。あの上野清和会の襲撃計画、あれは仕組まれたことやったんや。多分。せやけど確かめようにも確かめられへんねん。なんで？俺らをはめたかもしれんやつはついさっき殺されたらしい。誰なんやそいつは？柴田や。柴田和夫。おそらく奴が笹井のおじきやお前、それに俺をはめた張本人や。
Hello? Okay, so, before we wrap up part 2, there is one more cutscene related to Majima and Saijima's story that we're going to watch. I don't know if what happened in Yakuza 0 is a retcon, or if it's just not when it happened, but the timeline's understanding, this is the moment Goro Majima loses his eye. And the game is... and they do not shy from detail. It's a strange pattern that this is the second cutscene in this game where I've had to pause and give a warning, and it won't be the last. And while there's not... Of course they can only go to so much detail, given this game's like technical capabilities, but they don't pull punches. It is a difficult cutscene to watch, especially if you like Majima. And this will be the last part of the stream. Once we're done with this, we will probably learn the name of our next protagonist, and then I'll be ending the stream. So, if you don't want to watch this, I would recommend you jump ship now. And I'll see you all next time. Thank you for coming. Those of you that have stuck around, then we will continue.
「こないなとこ呼び出して何のつもりなんすか?」
しばらく会わないうちに関西弁うまくなりましたね。よく努力されてるようだ。島野さんが目をかけているのもよくわかります。
せやから何なんすか。用があるならはよ言うてください。柴田。
礼服ですか。今日は誰かの葬式ですか。
いや、それは別に。
ああ、そういえば笹井のとこの冴島も今日は礼服を着て出かけて行ったみたいです。
そうですか。
単刀直入に言います。今日の上野義治の襲撃、真島さん行かないでください。
どうしてそれを。
あなたと冴島は今日出所直後の上野義治を都内のラーメン屋で襲う、そういう計画ですよね。実はあの計画ちょっと問題がありましてね、予定を変更させてもらうことになりました。
どういうことや。
上野清和会を今潰すのは得策ではない、堂島組長がそう判断したということです。
なんやと。
そう興奮しないで。これはあなたが所属する堂島組が決定したことなんですから。
柴田はん、ちゃんと説明してくれや。
そもそも今回の上野義治襲撃の計画、あれは堂島組が都内の島拡大のため計画したのが事の発端です。その計画を堂島組は笹井組へと託した。そこまでは知ってますね。
なあ、せやから堂島組の俺と笹井組の冴島がやることになったんや。
そうです。でもこの計画何かおかしいと思いませんか。
何がや。
我々登場会はどうして出所直後の上野義治が都内のラーメン屋に来るという情報を知り得たのか考えてもみてください。2年もの間刑務所に入っていた人間が出所直後ラーメンを食べるなんて陳腐な行動に出ると思いますか。上野清和会の総長ともなれば組が用意した方面祝いに向かうのが常識です。
それは
おかしいんですよ。この話は最初から裏の内通者によって仕組まれた可能性が高いんです。
内通者。
狭く人目につかない郊外のラーメン店、襲ってくださいと言わんばかりの場所にわざわざ出所直後の大物が行くと思いますか。
それじゃどうして上野は。
おそらくこの計画、裏で上野清和会の裏切り者と東上会の裏切り者とが手を組み仕組んだものなんです。
裏切り者やと。
ええ。上野が出所後そのラーメン屋にやってくるという情報を出した人間、それを仕入れた人間、それが上野清和会の裏切り者、東上会の裏切り者ということになります。
それは誰なんや。
東上会の裏切り者は分かっています。笹井秀樹、今襲撃に向かっている冴島大河の親、笹井組の組長である笹井がこの情報を仕入れた張本人です。
笹井の。 おじき。
笹井は上野清和会とつながっている。笹井は登場会に上野が現れる場所の情報を流し、わざと我々が襲撃するよう促した。
どうしてそんなことを。
戦争を起こす気なんですよ。
戦争？
笹井は登場会が上野清和会に手を出すきっかけを作り出すことで、逆に上野清和会が登場会相手に戦争を仕掛ける理由を作り出そうとしているんです。
そないなことして何の得になるんや。
さあ、そこまでは分かりません。ただ上野清和会にとってはこれ以上ない戦争の大義名分が出来上がる。何せ先に手を出したのは登場会なんですからね。きっと笹井は上野清和会側の内通者と手を組み、戦争の事態収拾に動く。そうなれば笹井は一躍登場会の幹部候補として名が売れる。そんなとこでしょう。真島さん、今日の襲撃、堂島組の人間であるあなたは言ってはいけない。このまま襲撃に向かえば堂島組長、いや島野さんにも迷惑をかけることになってしまいます。真島さん、私の話聞いてますか？
兄弟はもう向かってねえや。じゃあ俺はどうしたらええんじゃ。
真島さん、
あんたは俺に兄弟裏切れっちゅうんか。このまま見殺しにせえっちゅうんか。
落ち着いて落ち着いて。
俺は行く。たとえどんな裏があっても構わへん。俺にとって冴島はたった一人の兄弟なんじゃ。
真島さん、でもそれじゃああなたの身も。
うるさい、関係ないわ。こっちはそないなもんとっくに捨てる払ってきたんじゃ。
そうですか。それじゃ仕方ありませんね。おい、こういった手荒な真似はしたくなかったんですが、残念です。
柴田、
あなたにはしばらくの間ここで暮らしてもらいます。
柴田。くそ、なんて野郎だ。この人数相手に手こずらせやがって。いい根性してるぜ。さすが襲撃を任されるわけだ。いいか、俺たちは親父の命令であんたをここに監禁してるわけだが、殺すなとしか言われてねえ。つまりだ、暴れたあんたを落ち着かせるためなら多少の傷を負わせても何にも問題ねえってわけだ。例えば目ん玉の一つくらいだったらな。さあ謝れ。泣いて俺に詫びろ。できへん。何？俺が頭下げれんのは自分の親父と自分が認めた男だけや。それじゃあ覚悟はできてるってことだな。目ん玉一つくらいでお前には頭下げん。ああ、そうかよ。
And with that, we move on to part 3. Masayoshi Tanimura. Chapter 1. Kamurocho Parasite. And we'll find out what happens March 8th at 12 p.m. next time. Well, it's a hell of a note to end on. Let's end on it we must, because it is very late, and I would like to be done. And so we will be done. I'll see you guys next time. Those of you in chat that may still be here, thank you for joining me. And for those of you that are watching this sometime in the future, watching the VOD, thank you for coming out. As always, Saturday we will be continuing Case 3 of Phoenix Wright, Trials and Tribulations. And next week, moving on to Part 3, Yakuza 4 Remastered on Legend. But, until then, I've been Jay Jetsuka Rose.